Okay, I'm going to show you how to create textures in pastels. You know, you might have a subject like this where you've got a lot of texture. You got this fur texture here. Now you've got real tiny texture in the ear, and the rest is kind of smooth. And then you have just hardly any texture here at all in this tail. And then the eye is super smooth, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to first do sort of a smooth version of the mouse, and then you're going to add texture over the top. So anytime you're doing texture, you need to examine that texture, whether it's fur or like the texture of orange. You're going to look up close and say, how am I going to do that texture? What kind of strokes, what kind of methods am I going to use? So here is a ball here that I have it looking like it's made of fur. And if you look up close here, you can see all the colors and the strokes that have been added to that. So here I've got strokes of black that I'm going to fade gradually into some of these other colors. So I started with a blue sphere and I laid strokes over the top of that. You notice up close, you're going to see there's hints of yellow in here, hints of purple in here. So don't just limit yourself to the colors you think it is. Add more colors. It's a painting. You can create and add your own colors. So I'm going to quick lay down a base color, and then we're going to lay texture over the top, and you can watch that. I want to make a sort of a sphere that looks like it has fur on it. So what I did is I laid all the colors down. I used my fingers to sort of blend those in, so I smoothly go from light to dark. And now I'm going to start laying strokes over the top. So I'm going to take my white and I'm going to start lay strokes over the top of this. Now my strokes are going to curve with the way the ball curves. They're not just going to go straight across. Now here, the strokes are really far apart, and then as they get near the edge, they're a little more condensed. Now I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm going to add some black strokes this way. And the black strokes are going to gradually, same thing, more condensed near the edge and start spreading out as they get towards the middle. Now I'm going to start overlapping some blue strokes. So here's a royal blue, and I'm going to bring some of that royal blue into the black here with little tiny strokes. And I'm going to bring some of that royal blue into the white with little strokes. So when you're doing fur, you're going to overlap a lot of textures. Here's this is a sort of a navy blue, and I'm going to start adding textures with the navy blue here that are going to start in the middle and then gradually diminish as they get into white, and then gradually increase as they get into the darker area. Now here's also a purple, and I want to add just a little purple in here just because I want a few hints of purple in my strokes. Okay, so when you look at this, you're going to see lots of strokes close up, and you really need to view this from a distance too, because a distance will tell you if it's a gradual change or if it's a sudden change. So when I bring this way back here, you can kind of see, does that look pretty good, like it goes gradually from light to dark? I think it does. But now look what it looks like up close. Look at all the strokes you can see up close, and here's another one that I have over here, okay? So this is one that I actually rub my hand over the black there. So if you've got an area, let's say that was like the mouse ear, where the mouse ear has texture and then the strokes kind of diminish, you can lay your strokes down, and then you could go in here and you could kind of soften some of those strokes a little bit. And that's what I'd probably do in that mouse's ear where it gets a little softer, okay?